from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
Jordan Howard, the ball carrier.
A huge play there right off the bat. 54 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
To throw from his end zone, Gilmore. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 98 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's
throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Howard on the toss right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Howard, the ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Locke. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw. Gilmore. And his throw is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. A.J. Boye on the coverage.
To throw again. Gilmore. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. 88 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew will The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Raekwon McMillan able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Locke will get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Complete to Chase Edmonds. A gain of 18 yards, but it brings up third down.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
Blocked pass.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Denver.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end fan. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
Gain of 4.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The 46-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 60 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on his...
There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Chase Edmonds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charles. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
It's hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Lock, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down. And 7 yards to go.
On third down, Lock gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
To Jordan Howard. A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
Again, they'll throw with Lock. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40-yard line. Throwing again. Lock. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And a Broncos first down.
Now Howard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Lock working out of the gun. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Sack. A 10-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
Back to throw. Gilmore out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Good for a loss.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. The 30. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs on his way to a historic performance. 4 first first half touchdowns. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Shotgun snap to Locke. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. And he's going to go down again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The ball carrier.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this throw caught left side. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs an even 90 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they... Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
It's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
The 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Down and 10 yards.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Looking to throw. Gilmore. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a full race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kick.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Oh, good-looking return set up here. So we've reached, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Broncos 21.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here.
Through the opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 97 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchdown. Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
The 32-yard line.
From the gun, Locke completes it to Fant on the right side. And it's a fumble, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the Raiders have got him. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having...
There he goes, left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
To throw again. Locke. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st down, Locke. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Locke finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Gilmore. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. They'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
5 yards.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message is...
And he is in! Touchdown, Raiders!
touchdown.
Henry Ruggs, 85 yards. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Block. Will get this to his running back, Edmonds. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They run with Howard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On second and 11 now. Block. He'll get this one to Patrick. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's a gain of
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the gun. Block. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
complete to
Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos are able to at least make things a bit more respectable.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 1-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
And this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs finding the end zone yet again. And the silver and black continue to roll. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Short kick. Well, the up middle take it down. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
Watch pass. Complete.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Block. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game.
There he goes, left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Clock going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant.
Locks pass. Complete to Noah.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Lock throwing on target to Fant. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Lock on target there to Fant, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Lock again. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Touchdown.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, buddy. You ready?
Dan Bailey lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bailey got the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Well, the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Good return up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Not much there, only a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
The line of scrimmage.
From the gun. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Bailey as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
Over first and 10. At their own 4-yard line.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
And now look at him go. The 40, the 20, 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire.
And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Bowie with a pick. And that will light a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them
to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep